For the longest time, I've always wanted to share my YouTube setup with the world. Having amassed 160 million subscribers, I think it's only fair that I finally show you guys my YouTube setup. As usual, the mic is not connected to anything. I don't know why the fuck I do this. I'm going to show you guys my $6 million setup that I have carried over since I've been doing YouTube for almost 6 years. It's a long time. And I'm going to be talking you through the steps of how I started and equipped my equipment over the years. Let me show you the equipment. So this is my equipment after 6 years of doing YouTube. Ring light, microphone, very good laptop, a Rickroll, and wire management. Now to know more about my YouTube journey, we have to go back. We have to go way back to 2019-20. 2020 is when I officially became a YouTuber. Before that, I was always into content creation. I always wanted to build content, but I didn't have my own setup. So I had only one friend who had like an entire computer, PC build and everything. So he was the only guy that I could trust to edit the videos. And I always wanted to inculcate my friends in my content. However, he was such a procrastinator that the videos would take like 2-3 months to make like one video. So I finally decided, screw this guy. That's when I bought my first purchase. So I called my dad, who was in Kuwait, and I said, I need a laptop for my education purposes. I need the Asus TUF F15 laptop. It's a gaming laptop. Why I needed it for education? No idea. But I knew that I needed an editing laptop. Gaming laptops were like the most value for budget thing. And that's when I bought the first laptop, my Asus TUF. Now this is the Asus Zenfone 6. This was my first phone, and technically this was my first camera. My first ever video was recorded on this. Fun fact, it was the only camera at the time that had a flip. So it didn't have any front camera, it only had the reverse, the back camera. So this entire thing used to spring on top and look like Wall-E. It lasted me a good 2 years before it finally retired. Funniest thing about how it retired, camera mechanism stopped working, so it was not flipping. And they told me to repair it, it would cost like 9k. But I loved the phone, I didn't want to upgrade the phone. So I put 9,000 rupees. And 2 days after that, the motherboard went. And Asus told me that I could have it repaired if I just paid 32,000 rupees more. I bought the entire phone for 30,000 rupees. So once I got my first laptop and I recorded my first ever video on this, it was something about some suit, coffin dance or something. I was a meme at the time. And I recorded it and I edited it right here. This is exactly where I did the editing. I was just lying down here. I had the laptop on my couch. Ignore the petals on the bed. My mother has done a madness over there. And this is where I uploaded my first video. I'll leave a link in the description. Now since that first video, obviously we've come a very long way. We've come very far. We've improved in ways I never knew I would. But obviously once you take YouTube seriously, you cannot just keep editing on a bed. So I finally got a table, and that was the first table I finally started editing on. Let me show you the table. Ignore the mess. This is actually the first table I started editing on, and it didn't have, like, obviously I can't put my legs in it, but this is the first table. And if you're wondering what those writings are, so these are what I did for 10th standard boards when I was studying to answer my exams. To keep myself motivated, that was me. I was a fat kid that time. I wrote, you have to work. What? You have work to do, stop daydreaming, start planning ahead, and you are what you study. It's the last year. And after working very hard, I got good grades, I think. Oh no, did I do this in 11th or 12th? I don't remember. Moving on. Some of you guys will remember this place. Some of you, meaning the 5 or 10 of you that used to watch me back in the day, in 2021 I believe. This was my studio office at the time. This is where a lot of the YouTube videos were taken at the time. Feels very nostalgic being in here. But fun fact of this room, this is actually was meant to be my room. So it has like a bathroom connected, this room, and then the same equivalent size balcony. And then someone told my mom that why does your son need such a big room? And she made it into an open hall. So this too was empty. It was like an open room. And then when my mom saw that I was very serious with YouTube, she said, you know what, my son, I will close these open space hall and I will give it to you as a studio, and then you can work there. You can treat it like a studio. It had nothing to do with the fact that she wanted just to make a showcase on the other side of this. Definitely not the reason. Anyway, once I started recording here, I think YouTube became a little bit more serious. I put white lights. I think the room color was pink at that time. I added the painting. That was my 21st birthday gift. Still love the painting, except for the fact that they butchered Itachi's forehead, or his whatever it's called. This, some of you guys will remember this. This is the first setup of mine. The TV, the same Sony speakers, the Skull Candy headphones that I used, the hair and wig that I used for only one video, a beard that I only used for one video. This is a painting my sister gave me. She says it means nothing. She just said use it in the background. But for some reason, I see like a koi fish face. Hey, can you see it? Like the face, eyes, mouth, fishy. Now when I started recording in the studio itself, I upped my studio quality also by improving my camera quality. My phone camera quality was not that good, and a lot of my cousins did complain about the questionable quality. So around this time, I switched from my Asus to using my sister's DSLR. Liquid Courage production team really upped their game when it came to production during these years. However, Technologia was still not technologing, and the DSLR had a horrible microphone. So that's when I bought this microphone that I'm using till now. Fun fact, because I used to record on the DSLR, all of my neighbors during COVID used to be playing games and all outside my house. I couldn't record videos in the morning and in the evening. I had to take a lot of multiple reshoots. It was not a fun time to be a YouTuber. So I started recording all of my shoots in the night time at like 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Very dark times for me that time. My first horror game was actually recorded in this room. Since most of you know I am very good at horror games, I don't get scared of horror content. I made my sister sit right in the corner over there, and I was playing the game here because I was scared that, man, it was 1 o'clock in the night. Okay? Can you blame me? She was sitting there the entire time for the entire video. Good times. After the DSLR, finally Technologia started improving itself, and my Asus died because the camera thing died, the motherboard, whatever. And that's when I bought this. This was the OnePlus Nord 2. At the time, it had a very, very good camera. After some updates, it got horrible, but I still use it for gaming. It's a very good phone. Highly recommend it. Most of my videos after the DSLR and this office area were recorded on this, but this was my go-to camera at that time. And then finally, we fast forward to today, where I'm using the phone. How do I show you guys the phone? Okay, wait, I'll record on this and I'll show you the phone. Why am I still recording that? This is my S24 Ultra. I still use my OnePlus more than this phone. I don't like being on my phone, but this is what I do all my recordings with as of right now. So yeah, this is my latest purchase. Wait, let's go back to the primary camera. This camera sucks. There you have it, guys. This is proof that if you really work hard and you have some parents that support you, after 6 years of doing YouTube, you can have 160 million subscribers. Do like, share and report this video. As the years have come, we have obviously upgraded our equipment. We have upgraded my immaculate and attractive personality and looks. They've just gone downhill from there. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'll most probably try to see you guys tomorrow. I'm sweating like a horrendous pig. Like, share, report. See you.